So, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Stay Talking Ish podcast show. I'm your host, Mr. Barksdale.
And I'm Gus.
Today we got a special guest for y'all, Dr. Marc Lamont Hill.
Yo, what's up, man? It's good to be here.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Man, I'm happy to be here, man. I've been listening to the show. It's dope, man. I said I gotta get in on this and take part. I'm glad y'all have invited me.
I appreciate that. Hey, listen, man. Before we even get started,
Hold on. Before you even go into that, I know what you're going to say.
yeah, because I got some words for you, Doc.
Hopefully Barksdale didn't tell you we're getting a check. It's not happening.
Oh, really? He said
not getting. I probably should have waited, but
he said he had an envelope.
Yo, hold up, bro.
I assumed it was money in it or something.
Yo, you can't be exposing my fuckboyism on camera. I lied. Get him there.
Yo,
like, come on,
he been
bro.
ass betting for a long time.
Damn. So
anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to put that out there. You know
Wow, this is gonna be short then. Well, it's been great being here, guys.
damn it, Gus, you done killed the whole show. So, Doc, I'm real upset with you, Doc.
Oh, what'd I do?
So you just gonna go and talk all crazy to my wife on TV, man?
Which one is your wife?
Attorney Presley.
Oh,
Monique.
You know what I mean? The modern day Claire Huxtable. You just gonna talk all crazy to my wife like that? But she was ready for you though. she kind of read you a little bit,
she
bro.
didn't know. This is the thing, right? Cause everybody been saying this shit for like 3 weeks now. Man. This is on the internet. Marc Lamont Hill owned by Monique Presley.
I seen it.
We wasn't debating. I was the host. My job was to ask questions. Her job was to answer them.
Yeah.
I had comebacks for her answers, but I'm trying to be respectful as a host and not be like, but he rapes people. You know what I mean? Like, Bill Cosby rapes people.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that.
Allegedly.
He allegedly rapes people.
Try to get a suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you trying to get us off the air before we get on the air.
I mean, y'all didn't say it. I'm on here saying I, Marc Lamont Hill, and I only speak for myself, think that Bill Cosby rapes people. But I can't prove it. You know what I mean? Do I think he rapes people? Yes. I've talked to 10 of the women personally. They had a lot of evidence. I've talked to 3 women. I'll say 3. I don't want to say 4 because the fourth one is a little different case. But I've talked to 3 women who have not filed suit, who have not come public. They also tell me that they've been raped, and they've shown me evidence. And I asked them why they didn't want to come forward. They said because I don't want to be
part of the circus.
Yeah, I don't want to be caught up in it, and it's been too long. Like, not in the sense of even a legal sense, just like I don't want to get caught up in all this shit.
And I don't want to rehash the thoughts.
Yeah, and it's painful. You know what I mean?
I dig it. But back to...
But Monique?
Yeah.
She good people, man. It's funny because I told her the interview. I think she was a little mad with me after the interview, I think. It was supposed to be a 10-minute interview. It ended up going 45 minutes because we just kept, keep going
back and forth.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But we cool, I guess. I ain't heard from her since.
Listen, you shouldn't be hearing from my wife. It's just strictly business with my wife. What you mean?
I don't want no problems.
Presley's her stage name. I think her last name's really Barksdale. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
He just want to marry to get an alimony check. You one of them dudes.
God damn, you just keep revealing my schemes, bro. Like, stop.
Yeah, it looked like she about to get that cocker money. You know what I mean?
She about to get paid.
If you could get somebody off for like 40 rapes, I'm just saying. Anybody who got one going to definitely hire her. Look.
Yeah. All the rappers.
That's what's ill, right? I mean, and Bill Cosby ain't being charged with most of these rapes, right? So it's probably just one case. And she probably ain't even going to fight that in court. She's a good public relations person. She ain't the person necessarily he going to bring to court. I don't know. He might not. But you're right. She gonna be the go-to person when something messed up happened. Like when you rape somebody, you kill somebody, you call. It's like the wolf in Pulp Fiction. You know what I mean? Wear the trash bags. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be that person. I mean, you want that to be your reputation. I don't want our hero lawyer to be getting rapists off. I want our hero lawyer to be getting like Johnny Cochran got Geronimo Pratt out of prison after being there wrongfully for 30 years. That's the kind of shit I want my celebrity black lawyer to be doing.
Gotcha.
Not like
Well, you gotta remember.
Gotta start somewhere.
Basically, like, and I hate to say it like that, but like before Monica got out here or Monique got out here, mad dogging for Cosby, we really didn't know about her.
No, I didn't.
I mean, it's sort of like Ice Cube. He's a real good guy now, but he started with NWA. Yeah, you know what I mean, talk about all that horrible stuff. Now
that he never did.
Now he's daddy daycare.
Yeah, but that's another story. So we had a couple shows. What you thought about that situation in Oregon, Doc?
Man, it's so much, man. I was fascinated by it. I was impressed. I'm impressed by anybody just be like, we're going to get some guns and go to a building and be like, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? and y'all not going to do nothing about it. We all know black people can't do that.
No, listen. That's what I said. When I first saw it happen, I said, the way the mayor did Move, it was the mayor versus Move.
Yeah.
And the president versus this Oregon militia. And the militia, for whatever reason, thought they were going to all get killed and be martyrs. And the president was like, nah, I'm cool on y'all. Yeah. And now they like going to the store.
Right. See, that's what messed me up. The fact that they were comfortable to leave the compound and be like, yo, we going to go to the diner real quick. Yeah. We going to go to the store.
We shooting Twitter videos. Fuck the police. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to get killed.
They want to get killed.
See, that's a good strategy. If your whole strategy is to get killed in one day and be a hero, and they just won't kill you, and they're like, fuck, it's been 30 days, man. We ain't got no food.
Yeah. I miss my
I already stopped playing my bills. I thought I was going to be dead.
Yeah.
That ain't repo and shit. Like,
got to pay my car now. Right. I ain't got no Wi-Fi out here. I can't log on.
You told me 3 hours, we'd be dead.
Yo, that whole situation was crazy. You know, our message that day was just, listen, black people, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Listen, wherever you live, don't go to the abandoned school.
Right.
With guns and saying we're occupying this.
Yeah, don't occupy shit.
No. Don't go there with legal guns.
Don't go there with BB guns.
Don't go there. They kill you with no guns. What are you talking about? They kill us with no guns. If you Muslim, if you Arab, if you black, if you brown, don't fucking go.
Don't go. I hear you. Word up. Don't go. So what else? So while I got you here, let me ask you a question. So one of our last shows, we talked about transgressions, and we talked about your homie trying to holler at your girl or one of your girls. You know, me, I'm single Barksdale.
Barksdale said he had 10 chicks.
So
by the way,
I said hypothetically, if I had 10 chicks. Now, you know, I don't have 10 chicks. My number is undisclosed. What I am saying is
Valentine's Day coming up. Don't get yourself in trouble.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you can go to Red Lobster now after that Beyonce shit. You see the Beyonce video yesterday?
No.
Oh, see that? Oh, that's yep.
I didn't see it.
Beyonce got this new video. It's called Formation, right? And in the middle of the video, she says, "When my man fucked me good, I take him to Red Lobster." So all over the internet, all you hear right now is Red Lobster references and shit. That's why I'll tell you that later. But that's what we was laughing about. So like so all these memes and shit. But one dude was like, "Yo, it's broke niggas paradise now." Beyonce mentioned Red Lobster. We good for Valentine's Day. We can go anywhere we want.
For 10? Oh, we out there.
Like you see this joint right here. This is the internet meme. Dude said he in the bathroom mirror saying, "Get back in there and earn that Red Lobster to himself."
Like,
yo, I'm telling you.
And that's the evil one.
Yeah, right.
The evil one's in the mirror.
Right.
The evil one, you got to go get the Red Lobster.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Barksdale was single, but hypothetically he had 10 women.
Yeah.
What happened?
And what I'm saying is, you know Barksdale, Doc. Barksdale claims
it was a greedy Barksdale.
Yes, he claims all of his concubines.
Yeah.
And so Barksdale's going to take some type of way if you holler at number 1 or number 10. If you my man, leave all 10 of mine alone.
Greedy Barksdale.
Yeah. So Doc, I'm not going to ask you your marital status.
I'm single. No, I'm single.
You understand what I'm completely single. And I'm not going to ask you about.
I completely devote my time to reading and writing. So
I believe that. And I'm not going to ask you about your plethora of concubines
in my backsliding days.
What I will say in your backsliding days were, did you claim all of your concubines? Hold on, let me finish this two-part question. Did you claim all your concubines? And if you did claim all your concubines, how would you feel if good brother Joe Schmo, who's your right-hand man, tried to holler at one of your concubines, knowing that you claiming all of your concubines?
Right. All right. So I don't do the concubine thing, right? Okay. You know what I mean? But I'll say it like this. If you got like a girlfriend or wife, whatever, that's any friend shouldn't be trying to holler at them.
Yeah.
But if you in a situation where you dating casually, it's like say you got a handful of people you dating, you seeing, you whatever with, and your friends know that, they shouldn't talk to none of them. Those are just friend rules. You know what I'm saying? And really, even if it's something old, it depends on how old it is. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on how old it is. You know what I'm saying? For example, if it's somebody I messed with 10 years ago, you good. You know what I mean?
I don't even want that.
But I wouldn't want to. But that's the other thing. Like, if you tell me because I'm not a weird dude or nothing. But like, if I know that it's somebody you mess with seriously for a long time, then
you know all the dastardly things I did to her, and now you're walking into that realm of do dirt.
And I couldn't get it out of my mind.
Listen,
no part is safe.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, bro. I wouldn't want to do it because at some point in time, even if 10 years ago, if I take this woman serious, I gotta bring her back around you.
Saying.
and your current.
Right.
And so now it's like a threesome waiting to happen.
Right.
With your new one and your old one that I just brought back into the realm of slaughter. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think the biggest issue with that is, if you mess with a chick, she used to mess with your homie. Every time your homie looks at her, he's thinking about what he did to her.
And reminiscing and wondering if it's still as good as when he had it.
So when he stared off into space in your presence, you know what he's thinking about.
Right. Or even if he not, you thinking he thinking that, so you still mad.
Or if you at his crib and she got to use the bathroom and he say something like, "Let me show you where the bathroom at." Who knows what just happened in that 7 minutes?
But you trust your friend
to a certain extent.
But it's still on your mind.
So, but if so. How do you the transgression of your homie trying to holler at your girl, is that forgivable for you, Doc? And either in your plethora rotation.
So you said
this is not one of the starters. This is like 11th man on the bench.
Starter. If you got 10, they all get in.
This is your practice squad
Detroit
players.
Pistons. This is Detroit Pistons. All 10 get in. You know what I'm saying?
It all comes down to intention. It all comes down to intention. You know what I mean? I don't want people with my crew who are shady. I don't want nobody in my crew who I can't trust. So if it's a situation where we all out and you like, oh, I didn't know y'all still whatever, and I did that, then it's different, right? Then if like you wait for me to go to the bathroom, you know what I mean? And when I come back, you like, you know what I mean? That's something, because that's a different issue. That speaks to different shit. That mean that you might steal from me later. You might do. It's all you might have an issue with me that I don't know about. There's some competition going on, like underneath. Like it could be a million other things. Anybody who I can't trust, I don't want to be around. It wouldn't even be about because I don't think we own people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't own her. She don't own me. I'm speaking hypothetically. Whoever the person is. So. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I own it and you can't have it. It's just like the fact that you felt the need to do it that way. Because the real thing is, if we friends like that, you should walk up to me and be like, yo, you still mess with her? What's up, man? I'm trying to see, holla. And then we have a conversation about it. Now, you, hypothetically, Barksdale, might be like, nah, I want everything.
Yes. That's not hypothetical. That's fact.
Right. No, seriously. You ever had I had a homie a long time ago. He dated this girl. Oh, he met her. I met them, and we ended up having a conversation. And she seemed like she was interested in me and not him. And they ended up not hitting it off. You know what I mean? Like 2 weeks later, they didn't hit it off. I didn't mess with her because I felt like that was off limits. I waited a respectable amount of time,
and then you pursued your aspirations.
Yeah, and
I don't think you're wrong. Like first of all, in those type of situations, that's not a transgression to where if your man go after Holly Berry and Holly Berry's like, yo, boy, nah. And then you go after Holly Berry and she like, well, I think I'm going to go home with you tonight. Well, who did you transgress against?
But that's where it becomes some emotional shit, right? Because what if your homie was in love with Halle Berry for 20 years and he always wanted to do that? He shot his shot, he missed. And now you want it. I
mean, the fact that he loved her from afar for 20 years and he just was in the vicinity to bust that shot.
You had 20 years to
should be satisfaction alone. Don't get it twisted. I love Nia Long, bro. If I could get in Nia Long's ear and say, baby, I love you. What's up? And she'd be like, boy, get the fuck away from me. I'm satisfied.
You good?
Yeah, I'm cool.
But would you be good if your right-hand man the next day?
Be like, yo, I knocked her off, though. You won for us.
I mean, I agree.
You won for us.
Okay.
Because that's how the homies is supposed to roll. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that before, too. Like, man law, man code. If one of the homies hit her and we couldn't hit her, you won for all of us. In my opinion.
By hit, you mean have consensual sex.
Sexual relations.
My bad. But if you score,
I need this clear so if it ever gets reproduced somewhere else, and I'm like, yeah.
So listen.
Dr. Hill was talking about the.
So let me correct that. When Tom Brady throws a touchdown pass to Gronkowski, it's not Gronkowski 7 and the other team 0. Right. It's the Patriots 7. And the other team 0. So
imagine if that had happened 2 weeks ago.
He did throw a touchdown pass to Gronkowski, though.
It's not enough. Not enough.
Hey, man. Imagine if Sam Bradford didn't throw 16 picks. So
that's why I don't speak up. Because it always comes back to the Eagles.
You can't win a football team.
So now, but speaking of sports, what you think about this run that your man Steph Curry and the light skinned brothers of Golden State.
Bringing light skinned cats back.
Yo, they making
Get out of here, Gus.
Light skinned cats is coming back.
I still take LeBron and KD though, but I tell you, I mean, it's impressive, man. They won another one last night against OKC. That I mean, it was a close game. They went on a big run at the end. They got an extra gear, man. I haven't seen a team this good since the Bulls in '96.
I'm gonna keep real. They looking better than the Bulls in '96.
Team full of light skinned cats.
Yeah, but the game. I don't think they could beat the Bulls in '96.
Of course not, because Scottie Pippen can guard their starting five.
Yes, and so can Michael Jordan if he wanted to, right?
Yeah,
and
so
Dennis Rodman. They got three guys
that can shut down what they do.
They got three all-time defenders.
I put Dennis Rodman on Green. That kills all of that, what he does.
Oh, it's the rap.
Then we're going to put Scottie Pippen on Curry and just tell Scottie Pippen, put your body on him, pause.
Yeah.
And muscle manning up and down.
Why doesn't anybody ever push him down?
We'll put Ron Harper on him.
Why don't they ever push him down?
Shit.
No, he'll kill Ron Harper's ODs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Crack Ron Harper. Ron Harper going to get injured.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a good match. I think the Golden State has more offense than that 95-96 Bulls team.
Yeah, but that Bulls team had so much defense.
I mean, it's a great defensive team, and they had enough offensive weapons, and they had depth, and they were stronger and bigger.
And the greatest scorer in history,
yeah,
in my opinion.
He's not the greatest, but he's up there.
Some people say Will,
Yeah.
and I know you Philadelphians, y'all rhyme.
I say Will and Kareem.
I'm going.
Kareem is
Jordan,
one of is the second most unstoppable player, I think, in basketball. I mean,
but you know who's the most unstoppable player in basketball history?
Oh God, here come the Newark right here. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
We ain't even going to do it. His highlights was on the day he was breaking support beams and dunking on.
Shaq was a monster.
Daryl Dawkins was doing that before Shaq.
Yeah, but Daryl Dawkins averaged like 8 points a game.
And Shaq averaged.
I mean, I thought you was going to bring it home to Philly. I was
can't.
I feel you. Oop, I mean,
Yeah, but I can't Daryl Dawkins that one, boy. I got ethics.
he was like Gus, that oop too high. I'm not going up to get it.
Right.
I'm not going to
Right,
get
that
it.
was over my head, dog.
Yeah.
You said Dr. J out of roll with you, dog. You with the
That's
chocolate
like,
thunder.
That's like y'all guys say Kobe. I say Randy Foye.
Kobe,
Thank you.
Kobe bust Randy Foye ass, man.
All the time.
They're not even the same.
Listen,
planet.
I'm not on any time. When they on the same court, they're not on the same
Right,
court.
exactly.
This is Randy Foye versus Kobe
right.
Bryant.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
that's not a matchup.
No, it's not a matchup.
Not at all. So,
There's no Kobe matchup except MJ.
So Doc, man, you've been doing a lot of positive things out here, man.
I'm
you know what I'm
trying,
saying?
man.
I commend you, man. I seen you frontline in Ferguson, bro.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? Frontline in Ferguson, not behind the crowd. Oh, this is Marc Lamont Hill, frontline in Ferguson. Bro, you was in the store while they were looting and shooting. Talk about, young man, don't take that.
Oh, man, that was the worst night, man. And first of all, they sent a crew. First of all, I was trying to be out there early, and they was like, we can't send a camera crew until we get security for you, and we need a special insurance for the camera crew. When you need to go, it's like riot gear. It's like when you go to war zone. So we waited 6 extra hours to get this riot gear. By the time we got the crew together, I was standing right next to Mike Brown's mom when they announced that he was not going to be, Darren Wilson wasn't going to be indicted.
Yeah.
They immediately, somebody was like, tear this motherfucker down. And people listened, right?
Yeah.
So guns started busting. They started turning police cars over. And then the police didn't wait. They just started firing tear gas. And I had a gas mask, but the gas mask was in the car. And I turned...
Nice.
Yeah, right. I got a team for people they had one job, right? Was to give me my
sure the
gas
gas mask was there.
Who's in charge of gas? He was in the car. So
Nice.
So then I'm like...
With the gas mask.
Right, exactly. So
Doing
like,
God knows what with the gas mask.
yeah, how about that?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
smoking gas.
Right.
Out the gas
It would not
mask.
shock me. So I'm like, yo, the police up there, they overturning the cars. And my security team was like, we ain't going up there. I was like, what you mean?
You're the security team.
You're the security.
And they said, they shooting. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, that's what we hired you. Like, that's your job. I could go by myself. I didn't pay you to go by myself. I could go by myself without a security team.
Yeah.
So we go up there. I'm by myself. I got one, that one crazy white boy to do anything.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we go up to the front. We getting tear gas. I couldn't see for like the rest of the night. Like literally, it was nauseous, all this shit. Then they started busting. And I had a bulletproof vest on too.
Yeah.
And I think the white boy thought that shit was like magic. I'm like, dude, you can get shot in the head, right? Like
on the leg.
Right. And and for real, I don't want to get shot in the chest with a bulletproof vest on.
No.
Like
I just don't want to get shot.
Right. Getting shot ain't fun even with a vest on. People, that shit ain't. They don't. It's not bullet repeller and shit.
It's going to stop the bullet from breaking your.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You still break bones and shit when you get. I mean, getting shot.
Man, it's just a rib. You don't need that.
Right.
You got a lot more, man.
Yeah, how about
you got 11 more.
So we go down there. So they cleared that area fast because that was South Florissant. That's where like the bars and the police department, all the fancy people shit is.
Yeah.
So they put all the police over there. They left West Florissant wide open. That's like the hood. There was no police there.
No.
So we get down there, and when I tell you that shit was on fire. The whole street was on fire. So I finally got the crew to go in, and again, nobody would go. They were like, "We're not going in there. They're looting. They're shooting." I was like, "I know. We're the news.
Yeah, we have to be there."
We're supposed to go there." One dude goes in again. So I'm walking in, and when I go in, the back of the store is on fire, and people are running out the store with everything in Florissant Market. And this dude, he couldn't have been no more than 7 years old, was running out, and he had 2 bottles of vodka.
Yeah, he had the right things on his mind.
And 3 boxes of condoms.
He
was 8.
Yeah.
I was like, young brother, put that down, man. You're destroying your own community. He said, man, shut your bitch ass up.
Nah, he was really 8 though.
No, on my mom. This dude couldn't have been more. He might have been 7. He was like 7 or 8 years old.
But what if he was like vertically challenged in 13?
Right.
And he needed that vodka and them condoms.
I was like, nigga, you still in condoms and vodka? I was like, what are you doing?
You knew what he was doing.
He just wanted to be still. Sometimes when people be looting, people will go looting and steal the shit they don't need.
Nah, he could be an entrepreneur. You got to think when he goes back to the hood, what can he resell?
And he's like,
the vodka and condoms.
Yeah, you might be right.
$1 a piece. $1 condom.
I thought that people was just stealing shit just to steal it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with stealing to steal.
They were stealing everything.
Because if I was looting with those guys, I'm probably going to, I might steal the lawnmower. Right. I don't even have a lawn. I'm living in a highway. But I got this lawnmower.
Right.
How you get the lawnmower? Nigga, I was front line.
I was looting in Ferguson. Right, because everybody wanted like a souvenir or some shit to say they did.
Everybody
stolen in Ferguson, huh?
Word. And then they set it on fire. And then I stayed in the store until the flame it was like a close eye in the yard. And then I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out.
I give you credit because I'm not trying to get tear gassed or get burnt up in fire or But
it's a rush though, man. When you out there doing it, if you love the job and you take it seriously, you wanna I can't explain it. It's like bungee jumping. It's like anything else. It's like you want to be a part of the story as much as possible.
Yeah.
When I was in Palestine, I mean, they were again same shit. They were shooting. Someone got stabbed in the neck. You know what I mean? And we just like, yo, let's go. Let's get closer. Let's get closer. Let's get closer. You know what I mean? And you just hope like nothing crazy happen. You know what I mean? You make good choices. I don't do everything. Like I don't go where I think there's gonna be a bombing. Gotcha. You know what I mean?
So you gonna take the news crew in the Cabrini Green projects?
I would. I'd be right up in there.
Just don't be one of them cats that like accidentally go over the Iranian border.
Oh, they're not, let me tell you something. Iranians, ISIS, Syria and Iraq, all those people that get beheaded, I don't think they're killing black journalists.
Don't nobody care.
We get nothing for him. Give him back.
Yeah, only in America we killing black journalists.
Right. Why the fuck because the whole point is a ransom. They know America ain't giving them shit for me.
No.
We
have Dr. Marc Lamont Hill. You can keep him.
Keep his bitch ass. Right.
He voted for Obama.
Told him about to go over there anyway.
Right.
He voted for Obama anyway.
Right. He can have him.
Yeah.
Yo, on that Ferguson thing though, I do have a question. Sheriff Clark, what's his name? David Clark. Is he a real guy? He sounds so like robotic and so ignorant. I look at it like that can't be real. Like
he likes the devil because the devil gives him
nothing.
nothing. That's him. He's the guy who just thinks white people ice is colder. You know what I mean? Like he believes that shit. Like he believes.
Seriously, that's what scared me.
That's who he is. It's not an act. It's not a front. I mean, he gets paid for that in the sense that there's money in being that kind of person. But I think deep down he just really hates black people. And for those that don't know, Sheriff Clark is black.
Yeah.
And he just likes hating black. It's like Uncle Ruckus. You know what I mean?
So,
I'm not calling him Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's like
Uncle Ruckus is cooler than him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
but it's that same sense.
I see you on the front lines. You know what I mean? With a lot of atrocities that happen to black people, like violently, politically, things like that.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was expecting to see you on Missouri's campus. With all that bullshit.
Yeah, the reason I wasn't, and I was involved. I was behind the scenes. I didn't cover it for TV. What I did was I help organize. So me and the people from Baltimore, I met with DeRay and Netta and some other folk. We did a series of conference calls and meetings with the activists to help them strategize and to make it a campus-wide movement.
Okay.
And sometimes I have to choose between being a part of the story and covering the story.
Yeah.
And you can't really do both. So this was something that was so important to me, and as a professor, something that I was seeing up close with the actions that were happening in Atlanta and Providence at Brown and other places, that I was like, I want to help organize. And so we've been working. In fact, I'm going back though, BET. I'm going back with BET in 2 weeks to cover the story, because a lot of times those stories, they happen and they go away, and now nobody thinking about Mizzou.
Yeah.
I'm going back there to help cover it and to talk about what's happened since then. We actually have already made plans to shoot that, so you'll see something.
I'm gonna be honest. You think Superman did that type of stuff? Like Superman be like, I gotta decide whether I'm gonna fly and help Metropolis this time, or should I just call like Lois Lane and be like, Lois, y'all need to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm just gonna chill.
I'm just gonna fall back.
I'll fall back on this one. Do you think?
I think he probably did, man. I think he probably did, man. He was a calculating dude. He wasn't like Batman that was just so angry all the damn time.
Yeah, but Batman was like the smartest guy ever. You ain't know Batman had delegates.
But did Batman have any superpower?
His brains.
See, yes. See, that ain't impressive. I mean, it's impressive.
It's very impressive, especially when you read the comic books and you see that he beat Superman up.
Right, which is which is amazing. With no superpower, he just
superpower.
But he had a utility belt. He had
Yeah, but
he had everything in the utility belt.
Yes, he did. He had like a pill that turned into a Lamborghini. And the utility
That's true.
belt. So it's like we trying to chase Batman. Oh, y'all think y'all gonna catch me?
I just feel like if you can fly with your body anywhere in the universe, you should never really get your ass whooped.
Well, at some point in time, you got to come to the ground to fight.
Yeah, and if you take a couple blows, you just
He be like, oh shit, I'm out.
That's what you doing boxing, right? You take a step back or you hug, right? I got the whole universe. I mean, how many three pieces you gonna take?
I'm gonna keep it real. If I was Superman, I start getting beat down too much, and people start learning about kryptonite too much. I am going, I'm out. Yeah. Y'all fight your own battles, man.
Right.
When y'all need me, y'all get rid of all the kryptonite.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm put my feet up and chill on the sun.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I dig that. But nah, Doc, man, you're real influential to the people, man.
I'm trying to just do my part, man. It's tough out here, man. There's a lot of bad stuff in the world, and my job, I think, sometimes is to study it, research it. Sometimes it's to write about it. Sometimes it's to speak about it. But it's always to play some role in making the world better than I found it. And I think that's what we all should do.
That's everybody's role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Doc, any politics in your future, man?
No, man, that ain't my calling, man. If I had any political aspirations, they ended when I agreed to do this show today.
Damn.
They'll just play that again, Jim.
We didn't even get to the good questions yet.
But politics ain't for me, man. I considered running for president this year on the Green Party. Strongly considered it. But decided that it wasn't for me. And there may be a third party run for me for president in the next 4 to 8 years. But that's
are you sure you ready to be president, man?
No, that's why I'm running Green Party. My goal would be to just get issues on the table. I couldn't do president, man. That's too much work.
Yeah.
That's too much work and discipline, man.
Them cats be looking bad when they done too.
You know how much you age?
That'd be the longest 8 years.
Obama turned 80 in office, but he got hired when he was 40.
Right, exactly. Right. He's like still the youngest looking one of all of them. They be looking crazy. Like imagine Hillary Clinton when it's over, or Bernie Sanders when it's over.
She ain't gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it.
You don't think she gonna win?
Oh, I was just saying, if she did win, I don't think she would make it the whole time.
She'll live. Ronald Reagan was like 1,000 years old and he ain't died.
Because they tried him. They tried to get him out of here.
They did.
If Hillary wins, I'd like the Oregon militia to try their thing again.
Nah, but see, they only want to kill themselves. They don't want to kill nobody else. They on some other shit. They ain't trying to kill nobody else. They trying to kill themselves. And I hope that Hillary Clinton is safe and protected, and everybody else is safe and protected too.
Yeah, that's what that Secret Service for. That's what they get paid that money for.
The only time they slipped was when Obama was in office.
Well, Obama black. So.
They didn't care. They
was on vacation. They was in Colombia buying prostitutes. Somebody climbed the White House wall last year. I mean, shit that's never happened in the history of the Secret Service.
So, do you think it's intentional or is it just? I
think it's
lazy. They could get away with it.
The Secret Service is a different issue. I actually don't think it's racial. I think just not to get in the weeds of it, but basically, Secret Service used to be under the Department of Justice, I think, and now it's under the Department of Homeland Security. It's a different department, so they got a new boss, and the particular boss they got isn't that influential, and they're not hiring good people people anymore, and the people that retired they didn't replace. It's like every other job when they cut down the service, you know, and you know they're lazy, man, they're undisciplined, man.
I'll be honest, I trust the fact that whoever that was that decided to scale the White House, if he gets in the window where Obama's at, I like Obama to really be having like a hammer, like, and Obama gonna knock you off if you climb through that window.
I like the hope, yeah. Just hand to hand, I hope he can handle himself anyway. But yeah,
I'm quite sure he could knuckle. He come from the days where you had to knuckle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, how do you feel about the president if it did happen and he got beat up? Like, would you?
He's still my guy.
Would you second guess him now? Like,
No.
Everybody takes an L. You know,
Muhammad Ali got knocked out
repeatedly at the end.
Shit, a couple times before.
What's his name broke his jaw? I mean, yeah, right. right. Frazier, right.
A couple times before that.
That's the last thing Joe Frazier said to me, man, because he used to sit up in the bar at Broad and Brown Street up at what's that? Not Jolly's. I can't think of the name of it.
Broad and Brown.
Not Broad and Brown. Broad and right next to Cecil B. Moore, the block over.
Oh, you talking about Barbers Hall?
Barbers Hall. Yep. He's sitting in Barbers Hall and drinking. I would go in there because I was teaching at Temple and I'd be in there and shit. And I'd be like, how you? He'd just be mad all the time because everybody, Muhammad Ali got all the love. You know what I mean? And he was like, and one day Muhammad Ali came up on the screen and Frazier was like, man, fuck that guy. He's like, I love him and everything, but fuck that guy, man. He's like, look at me, I got all my sins. Look at him over there shaking like a damn fool. People ask who won the. He's like, people ask who won the fight. Don't look at the record. Look at him. He over there shaking like a damn fool. I ain't shaking like a damn fool. He went on for like 20 minutes about that shit, man. Like, Muhammad Ali took some L's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Between him and Foreman, those are probably the two big ones, right?
Two big. Well, he
got him in the.
He ain't lose the Foreman, but I do know physically he took a beating.
I'm talking about beating. I'm talking about beating. That's what I'm saying. You just take a beating.
But then back then, boxers fought 15 rounds.
Yeah.
That was unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that shit was inhumane. And they barely had gloves, man. I mean, them shit, they didn't have all that fancy equipment. And these guys are real heavyweights.
Yeah.
George Foreman hits hard as shit now.
Yeah. Shit, he if you think about it, like 15 years ago, didn't he have a belt? Didn't he put Mike
he had a belt at like 47.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, when boxers hit hard as shit. One time Mike Tyson punched me in the leg just being funny. Dog, I'm telling you, that shit felt, man. And I ain't want to bitch about it. I ain't want to look at He's like, I just get so mad. No, but he actually hit me though. He hit me like, he's like, I just get so mad. And then he like punched hard as shit in my thigh. Dog, when I tell you I want to cry, like I have never been in that much pain in my life.
So exactly what do you do when Mike Tyson punch you in the leg? Do you just be like,
shut up?
I was like, yeah, dog, I feel you. I was like, I feel you. Like I was trying to act like I was emotionally connected, man. I was just hurting.
Hey, before we move on, right? Did you see the thing with Mike Tyson? And he's in Toronto, and the guy's like, Mike, how do you feel about this our Toronto government official meeting with you, knowing that you've been convicted of rape and all?
Oh, I ain't see that.
And Tyson turns around and says, yeah, he wasn't thinking about it, but apparently you were. Then Tyson goes, I was having a good day till I had to talk to a piece of shit like you.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
He said, you're a piece of fucking shit. What?
What do you do when Mike Tyson talks to you greasy?
Nothing. unless you're Evander Holyfield or Buster Douglas.
Right.
Nothing. You chill because you about to get your whole ass handed to you. Like, oh my man.
Right.
Here's your ass. Take that.
Yeah, man.
What you think about Future?
That's my man's in them, man. I think he. It depends on where I'm. I'm not real snobbish about music, so it's just like some people. Like people used to say the same stuff about 2 Chainz. Like he don't rap. He don't. I love 2 Chainz. You know what I mean? And if I'm in the right setting,
watch out, little bitch.
You know what I mean? If I'm in a strip club, if I'm at a party, you know what I mean? If I'm driving down the street. You know what I mean? At night with the windows down, I want to hear 2 Chainz. I want to hear Jeezy. You know what I mean? People say the same thing about Jeezy. Jeezy can't rap. He just got a great voice. A lot of people said that he can't rap. He just got a great voice.
Jeezy got 2 classics on this.
I'm with you. I bang with Jeezy. That's my man. But Future, I would say the same thing. I would say Future makes good music.
Makes great music.
You know what I mean? It's not a lot of great content, and it's not. I can't say will it last in 5 years? Will we still be talking about Future in 3? I don't know. Doubtful, but like for me, that's okay. Like I think some people make music that's good for that time.
For that time period.
Lil Jon did that.
But what I will say about Future, what people ain't recognizing, and I just want you, and you might not even remember this. Yo, Future been doing this for 4 years straight.
Yeah. But that's usually about how long a good run will be.
But it don't look like the run's slowing down.
That's true.
It look like it's picking up more steam.
Oh yeah, he's headlining the Roots Picnic this year. So like, it's like he got fans in all
genres, all directions, and that's when it killed me when you hear people say things about Future. And I don't want to make this just about Future, but I'm just saying, like, you hear people kill an artist, kill him, trash rap, it's this, it's that, it's this, that, but when he's getting love across all the genres, you gotta stop saying that he's trash and start saying, I don't rock with him personally.
Right, and that's what you got to say sometimes.
I don't like his work personally,
right.
But to say he trash means to say that everybody agrees that he trash, or the majority.
Yeah, and I think he knows his limitations. Like, no one says Future is a great lyricist.
No, he's not going to make a Martin Luther King song.
He's not going to make nothing of consequence.
No, I think he'll do it. If you challenged him, I think he'd do it.
It
might probably. I think he could do it because I've heard some songs where I have no idea what he's saying, and cats like it. So if he throws in a couple Martin Luther Kings, I think
right, wouldn't even know the difference, right?
Lean, Martin Luther King. I hear it.
Purple.
He might do it.
Purple.
Yeah, but he ain't got no bar. I mean, like, Future to me is a guy. Like, even on the Drake joint they did, What Time to Be Alive. Like, I liked it. I like the album. It's not amazing, but it's good. Like,
it was a good mixtape.
It's a good mixtape. That's what I'm saying. I worked out to it. I drove. You know what I mean? I like it. But it's not. You never be like, yo, did you hear what Future said right there?
I'm not gonna lie. I did.
Nah, he does. Barks does.
I'm not gonna lie. And off the record, because we don't want this to be recorded on here. And I know Gus got a couple more tough questions he wanted to ask you before we let you get up out of here, Doc. But I'll just say, he said a couple of real hot lines on that whole mixtape, dog. I really felt like he really shined on that mixtape, but that's another conversation.
I think I never liked Future's music more than on that mixtape. I'll admit that, but it's kind of like, again, it's like 2 Chainz. I mean, 2 Chainz is like, he says clever shit, but like, it's not like rewind that bar. It's like the way when you hear like even Drake, like Drake will say some shit, you be like, oh, that was ill. Let me hear that again. Or like Lupe will do some shit, or like Kendrick will do some shit. You be like, damn, like. I never make the woo, like he flowing face. No.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But watching CNN, Don Lemon looks like a real nut dude. And is he the type of person you would hang with outside of work?
Yeah, Don Lemon's cool people.
Okay. Do you think he just comes around corny on TV?
Don's a good dude. Don has a worldview that is a little different than mine. We look at the world different. And we talk about stuff different. And we disagree sometimes. But he's like that cousin. Or I say Don is like the dude in the barbershop that says stuff. You know, boy, in the barbershop, everybody be talking, and somebody be like, yo, but Michael Jordan, you know what? I actually think B.J. Armstrong was the strength of the Bulls team. You know, just that there's that guy, right? And
just excuse him after a while.
Yeah, you love him, you accept it, you just be like, yo, you wildin'. You know what I mean? You go back and forth. But Don is a very, very good journalist. Very, very cool dude. I like him a lot. And I would hang with Don outside of work.
Now I know you've been a Fox News contributor, right?
Yeah. I worked at Fox before I worked at CNN.
And I have to, I didn't know who you was until like a year or two ago, and I was on YouTube or something, and it came around you were on the Bill O'Reilly show.
Ah, yeah.
So did you really call Bill O'Reilly a crackhead?
Well, the context. I said he told me I look like a drug dealer, so I said you look like a drug user, right? I mean. We playing on racial stereotypes, you know what I mean? I think, or cocaine dealer, cocaine user. I was on Bill O'Reilly's show for years, man. We had a good time all the time, and me and Bill got a good relationship. I think it was a joke that went too far, and we ended up having a whole exchange about it later. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the bigger story of Bill O'Reilly isn't that moment. It's the kind of work he does. I'll tell you something. Bill O'Reilly's the one who got me a job at Fox. And Bill O'Reilly's the one who saved me a few times at Fox and advocated for me and really put me in a position to be a strong contributor to the network for years. So I don't think that moment is his worst moment. It's not his best moment.
So I want to ask a question. So to the outside world who don't know Bill Riley the way you know Bill Riley, a lot of us could be under the impression that he's like a racist prick. And is that far from who he really is that you know? Or like is he putting on a show on TV like Shock News and people watch him because he puts on that persona? Or
I don't think Bill O'Reilly is any more racist than any other white person.
Okay.
For whatever that's worth. You know what I mean? Do I think he thinks some things that are racist or that play on racism? Yeah. But I think a lot of white folk do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do I think he thinks white people are superior to black people? No. Do I think that he hates black people? No. I know he doesn't. Mm-hmm. But Bill O'Reilly believes things that are really dangerous. Bill O'Reilly, in some ways, is more dangerous than the more passionate people because he's a showman. His job is to get rid. Bill O'Reilly is the best host I've ever been around, and I've been around a whole bunch of them. Mm-hmm. You know, Larry King on that, who another legend. What makes Bill O'Reilly a genius is that he knows how to give his audience what they want. Mm-hmm. So if I were to sit down with Bill O'Reilly, and I've sat down with Bill O'Reilly, one time we went to the Yankees game, we went to the Yankees Red Sox game, we were sitting there talking. If we talk about 10 things, there might be 6 of them that we agree on. 2 of them we completely disagree on, and 2 of them that we're somewhere near each other but disagree on, right? Bill O'Reilly on his show, he just doesn't talk about the 6 that we agree on. He finds the 2 things that we disagree on the most, and makes his show about those 2 things. So when he and I go on the air, his audience is like, yeah, you tell him, Bill. You know, and so it looks like
y'all beefing
all the time, yeah. Right? Because his audience disagrees with me on all 10.
Yeah, I've read some of the bullshit that they sing you on Facebook and things like that. I'm gonna tell you something, man. If I was your personal security, you be visiting me in jail too, because I've been fuck somebody up like that. That's not cool. You know
I get hate mail, I get death threats, and then you just get the ordinary everyday disrespect from people who don't expect to see you in real life. And this is the messed up part about being a public figure, is that people know you and you don't know them. Mm-hmm. So even if I have a back and forth where I go back with them and say, I'm gonna do that. All right, where you gonna do that? All right, when you see me, come do that. I might see them tomorrow
and don't know what they look like.
Right. I walk into a brick because I'm walking out of 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the guy who I was arguing with on Facebook, mm-hmm. you know, sees me and I don't know who he is. I'm like, hey, how you doing, brother? Schmack. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't argue with people on social media too. Sometimes I lose it, like everybody loses, but in general, I don't argue on social media because it's one thing to argue when you know all the people you're arguing with. Mm-hmm. It's something else when you got a world, literally millions of people in the world who you don't know, but they know you. It's very dangerous.
Plus, you gotta be worried about people that argue with you on Facebook and don't know you. What type of person?
It takes a certain kind of person to feel that passionately about something.
So Doc, I got one more question for you before we get ready to wrap this up. So, you know, I understand that you're a brother of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
I am.
I understand that the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, they have some rivals that wear purple and gold.
I don't like to use the word rival because that implies that we're on the same level.
Okay.
But we have some sons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you, Tupac bombed first.
Come with me. Run quick, see.
Bomb first, we
have it now. Do you want to ride or die?
So you bombed first.
I did.
On social media, on national television, that went on basically saying, you know, giving the props to Deltas for the things they do in the community. Yeah. Giving props to AKAs for what they do in the community. Yeah. Giving props to your beloved fraternity and what they do in the community. And then commending the Qs for learning how to put nouns and syllables together.
That's true. Reading. I said the Qs even learn how to read.
How's the backlash been from that?
Oh, brother? My God, man. So, and here's the ill thing, right? It was a long segment. Mm-hmm. This is the problem with the internet. It was a 20-minute segment. And I said that I also made fun of alphas. I said alphas don't pledge. Mm-hmm. I made iota jokes. You know, what are those? You know, the whole thing, right? Like, it's not like I just messed the Qs. But the Qs one just went into that flow real smooth, right? Mm-hmm. So it turned to a 15-second clip that went everywhere. I had Qs from the alpha and beta chapters, like old heads, like, calling me, like, demanding apologies. People from Nationals saying...
From Beta Chapter, you know that's Lincoln.
Yeah. Like, and I think that's why it was such a... You know what I mean? Yeah. And cats was just all over, like... calling. They were mad. A couple people. I see Q's on the street every day. Most of them taking a joke. I saw Q walking out of Red Terminal. He's like, "Yo, brother Hill, I said, good to meet you, man. I just want you to know I know how to read." You know what I mean? Usually it's like that.
Yeah.
But it was some angry dudes, man. They were like tight about it. Like, you know what I mean? When I see you, I'm gonna show you what I can read. But they said it, you know, like with anger. You know what I mean? Like they gonna want to fight. And I'm like, chill, dog. It's just Greek jokes, man. People make fun of me, Kappas with candy canes. People make fun of everybody. You know what I mean? Sigmas being country. I mean, all of that. You know what I mean? You gotta take it in stride, man. But no, I caught a lot of flack from the Qs for that, man. But shout out to Omega Psi Phi, man. I love you dudes, man. Y'all doing good work in the community, and I hope you all really, really do all learn to read soon
and continue to read and get your enunciations together.
Yeah, just work on it. You know,
and
just work on it.
And gold boots.
Yeah, shiny gold boots.
Well, I got just a couple more questions.
All right, I got to run soon, but let's.
All right, I'm gonna get you out of here soon. Can you tell us about your upcoming book, Nobody?
Yeah, man, I got a book. It's called Nobody: Casualties of America's War on the Vulnerable, from Ferguson to Baltimore and beyond. And basically, I'm looking at a series of events that have happened. For me, Mike Brown is not the starting point of everything, but he's kind of the starting point of this modern activist push we've seen. Starts on April 9th, 2014, when Mike Brown is dead in Canfield. And we all see it, and then we all go out there. Since then, we've seen Eric Garner, Freddie Gray, Sandra Bland. We're going down the list, right? All those things happen. So what I try to do is cover what happened. But in the era of news, everybody kind of knows the story. I want to get beneath the story and say, all right, before Mike Brown even gets killed by Darren Wilson, he grew up in a set of housing projects that exist because of all these other things that happen. Jobs leaving, white flight, everything. I want to get at that. You know, when Marilyn Mosby in Baltimore, the prosecutor goes after the police officers who killed Freddie Gray or involved in his killing. I tell that story, but I'm saying even before you get there, you got to have a prosecutor's office that is able to. I mean, right nowadays judges don't give sentences, prosecutors do. You know what I mean? Because everything gets plea bargain. You know, 94% of cases get plea bargain on the state level, 97 on the federal level. Yeah. That means most cases never go to trial.
That's right.
Truth never comes out, and they almost punish you for wanting to go to trial. So,
if you take something to trial, best believe
they roofing you.
Yeah, the hashtag roof them. That's one of our things on here. Hashtag roof them.
Yeah.
You go to trial, you get roofed.
You get roofed. So there's a whole system underneath it that's broken. Public defender's broken. You know, Eric Garner, before they even choke him out, on that block, the fact that they were going after him for selling loosies in a city where there's all these other real crimes going on means that police are going after us for ticky-tack things. It's like an NBA game and you call a foul every time somebody makes physical contact. You would call foul every time. It'd be like calling walk every time somebody's open for a wide open dunk. You don't do it because that's not what you do. But in the hood, we find people for being poor. We find people for being... So whether it's selling loosies or whether it's jaywalking, which is how Mike Brown got killed, right? They found him jaywalking. Yeah. So if these are the stories that happen, what's underneath that in terms of how we police? So I'm getting at the bigger issues, and I'm saying all of that as part of a war on America. So that book comes out July 12th. People can order it now. They can pre-order it on Amazon. It's called Nobody, and they can order all my other stuff there too.
Can I get a signed copy if I order it?
You can get a signed copy, man.
All right.
Me too, bro.
Last thing. I'll let you go, my good brother. In the black community, I think we notice a lot of things are wrong. In a couple sentences, what do you think we as a community can do to help resolve a lot of the issues?
We can organize. That the word is organize. We got to organize. Organize means don't just go around moving, right? But move in an organized fashion, being part of a unit bigger than you. That means join an organization. I always tell people, don't just build one, because everybody can start one. But then you got 50 million people in organizations and nobody in the side of the organization. Build an organization, create an organization build an organization by joining one, build one by joining one. And then hold that organization accountable to its ideals. Do work in the direction of these things, direct service. Being organized also means telling the truth, right? Being out here speaking out against things that are unjust, not just when it's convenient, but when it's difficult. You know, it's one thing to say I'm against the war in Iraq, as I was in 2004, or I'm against, innocent drones killing people in Yemen when Bush is president. But what happens when Obama's president and he's killing innocent Muslims across the country? What happens when he's giving corporations bailouts? So we're going to speak out against that. I think for the last 8 years or 7 years, many of us have been frozen in step because we've had a black president. and so we've been afraid to engage him the way we've engaged other people. So to me, part of fixing the community is to organize and address these issues, not just when it's convenient, i.e. Bush. It's easy to disagree with Bush, but also when it's Obama. Organize also means being willing to make sacrifices, sacrifices in the service of something bigger. We need government intervention for sure. We need more money in our schools. We need more money in our neighborhoods. We need all those things. But right now, I can look out the window and see people who need, literally, I can see people that need coats or people that need food, and we have coats and food. There's kids up the street at the local middle school who would benefit from us reading to them. Like, they literally will have higher reading scores, be less likely to drop out, get HIV, AIDS, commit suicide, get pregnant. If they have a mentor, a big brother, a big sister, we can do that right now. We can build a community garden right now to make it for the fact that in poor communities, you got to go 4, 5, 6 miles for fresh fruit and vegetables. We can do that right now. There's so much work we can do right now without ever getting a dollar from anybody. You got to do for self.
Yep, and self-sufficient, self-savior.
That's it. And if we become self-saviors, then the rest of the stuff sort of takes care of itself.
So any recommendations for organizations people could look into?
I always tell people, join organizations that fit your politics. So if you're I tell a lot of ordinary middle-class black people love the NAACP. I'm like, cool with that. Join the NAACP then. But when you join it, don't be a 2015 NAACP that's about wealth building and having fancy award shows, although we should do both of those things. Be a 1909 W.E.B. Du Bois, Ida B. Wells NAACP that was looking after lynching. We got lynching going on right now in the streets from law enforcement. Chase justice. Back then we were trying to get suffrage, trying to get the vote. Now we're trying to protect the vote. You get what I'm saying? Gotcha. So join organizations that fit your needs. If you're a revolutionary, join Uhuru. Join African People's Socialist Movement. Join whatever your radical thing is. If you a Republican, join the Young Republicans. You know what I mean? But when you join the Young Republicans, don't become a Republican that hates immigrants. Don't become a Republican that hates poor people. Be a Republican in the truest sense of the word, and try and get us to a state of a republic, small r, and a democracy, small d, that will give us what we really want.
Gotcha. Thanks for the knowledge, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Hey, Doc, man. You're one of my favorite people on TV, man. We love you, bro. Appreciate you coming out.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure, man.
Part of the show, man. Definitely.
I'm still mad I didn't get this check. And
you ain't gonna get one. Don't look in the mail. It's not coming.
You sure?
It's not coming.
I should have realized when I got here there was no green room. Well, the room was green.
Yeah.
He said we got a green room. I didn't know he meant we have a green room.
Yeah.
They had no refreshments.
No refreshments, man.
Yeah.
Man,
we just starting out, man.
It's fine.
Man, humble beginnings, man.
That's fine. It's gonna blow up into something big, man. I
Yeah.
can tell. This is gonna be major, man. Just when it gets major, don't tell me I'm not big enough to come on. Don't be like, we got Dial Limit. We don't need you now.
Listen,
I'll be like, I'm sorry. We have to postpone yours because
right. We got somebody
Dial
better.
Limit's coming
Right. Dial Limit's coming. Can you wait in the green room.
this show gets where it need to be, man. You know what I'm saying? You like the cockroach of this show. You could just always come over.
Oh, that's what's up.
we're going to give you a lower third. It's going to be like Dr. Hill of the Stay Talking Ish podcast.
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate everything, my brother, man. Once again, to everybody out there, thanks for listening to the Stay Talking Ish podcast show. Once again, this is your host, Mr. Barksdale.
This is Gus. Catch us on staytalkingish.com, Instagram, Twitter, Stay Talking Ish, and we got some other
on
stuff.
Facebook.
All that good stuff.
Stay Talking Ish, YouTube.
And buy Dr. Hill's book, all them books. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go to Amazon.
On the real, they really great reads, man. I did read the book that you did with
Mamiya.
With Mamiya. That was a good book. And at the time, I was working with adjudicated youth. I read that book to them.
Oh, that's dope.
And
yeah.
They really enjoyed it. So
say you heard the book through Stay Talking Ish, so we can get an affiliate link, so we can make some money off of it.
Yeah. We're trying to cut into Dr. Hill's earnings.
Try to get some commission. I'm just saying, we just starting out, man. We ain't got no green room.
Enjoy your day, people. Thanks for supporting.